The Estates at Tuscany, the lake's hottest new luxury subdivision right here, just inside the Big Niangua off the 31-mile marker. You've got flat driveways. It's going to be gated, minimal steps down to your docks. It's in a deep water cove, and there's 2 lots that are about ready to come available that we're going to show you here soon. But before we do that, I want to show you this house that's already been built that is a perfect example of a home that you will be able to buy and build in this subdivision here by Matt Ansel. Let's go check it out. As we kick off this walkthrough of this beautiful home, I'm going to warn you. I'm not going to give you one of those fluffy, captioned, over-adjectived real estate agent voiceovers here. No, I'm going to be much more raw. Because let's be honest, we don't need another walkthrough video with the same BS. So I will say that I did take a tour of this home with the builder himself, and I have to admit, all of the details that he showed me with the technology and the lighting and all of the details that you overlook when you build a home are definitely second to none. Now, I just totally contradict myself because second to none is probably one of those cliche phrases, but it is really true in this home. But to me, it's things like this little butler's pantry off of the kitchen, which, by the way, I recommended. He should have added a little doorway right into one of those little cubby holes that backs up to the garage to where, you know, you could lift up like a garage door and then you pull into the garage and you can just unload your groceries right there. Yeah, that would have been a great idea, but maybe on the next house. This master bedroom is luxurious. No, it's not. It's freaking pimp. I mean, it's huge. It's got the huge wall of windows that looks right out into the lake, which is a cove right off about the 1-mile marker of the Big Niangua, which is a perfect spot to be on the lake. It has a doorway out to the deck, and as you can see from this master bathroom, once again, the only word that I can think of at the current moment is pimp. And this closet, well, my wife would pretty much take up all of it, and we'd probably have to put in a single closet just for me, but at least I get my own sink. I think she might take that over too. As I said, this master bedroom goes out to this screened-in porch, which is immense and has tons of room for seating. Once again, overlooking this cove that goes really deep off the Big Niangua and then connects to an open air part of the deck where you can obviously have some outdoor seating. You've got a little place on the wall there to put a TV. You can overlook the pool from here as well. Now let me take you downstairs where you are going to stuff all of your kids or your guests, depending on where you are in your life. I kid, maybe not stuffing, but you know, you've only got the one master bedroom on the first floor. The rest of the bedrooms are downstairs. But as you can see here, we've got a full kitchen. So your guests can do their thing in their space, or your kids, or friends, or whoever it is that's going to be staying in your home. And you've got this wide open living room with a fireplace. Out to another covered deck area. The pool's on this level. I'll show you that in a minute. First, I want to show you this little closet nook, whatever you want to call it, where you're going to put all of your overpriced bottles of wine or your bourbon collection or whatever your poison might be, even if that might just be a few cases of Diet Coke. You might notice these little subscribe buttons and a bell at the bottom of these videos. We don't add these for our leisure. We're telling you, get over to our channel and subscribe to the damn channel so you don't miss one of these tours of the real estate at the greatest lake on the planet, the Lake of the Ozarks. Now, as I mentioned already, this is a 4-bedroom house. It's got a total of 5 bathrooms, 4 full baths, 1 half. But of the 4 bedrooms, 3 of them are on this lower level, all of which have their own dedicated full bathrooms. All of the rooms have plenty of size, so you can put a king-size bed, you could put a couple of queen-size bunk beds if you like to throw ragers. All of them have exterior windows for some natural lighting, and overall it's as much space as you want to use for as many people as you want to invite over. This home also comes with a very large 3-car garage with tons of natural lighting, as it's got windows lining both sides of the garage. Now, it did need to be cleaned out at the time of this recording, but you know, everything can't be perfect all the time, unlike how your real estate agent wants to position it. So, I mean, let's be honest, when you move in, you're gonna clutter it anyway, so we might as well show it this way. Now let me take you outside on the lower level to the covered decks. Once again, same size as the main level, which leads over to our Olympic-sized swimming pool if you are a tiny human being. But it's perfectly adequate, and by the looks of it, I think it's a breeding ground for the brain-eating amoebas that we have at the Lake of the Ozarks. And let me say, if you don't find humor in that, you can stop watching this right now. It is a perfect size pool and really all that you need, because you've got this pool, aka lake, which are just a few steps away from the pool area with this massive 2-well dock. The larger of the docks being 48 feet, so you can get your 2-foot-itis on at the Lake of the Ozarks. This dock looks like it's perfectly set up to be adding some storage, maybe a little bar area. That's what I would recommend. It's got a little nook for your jet skis, looks like a couple of them, and a very large dance floor, or you can throw some reclining chairs out there and bake your skin like so many of the retirees like to do when they retire to the Lake of the Ozarks. And now let me turn it over to the more polished version of myself, who's going to tell you about this property, some of the lots that are available, and some of the amenities that are going to be added to this subdivision here in the very near future. Take it away, other Jeff. So as I mentioned, right behind you here is where the amenities are going to sit. Up high here, there's going to be a clubhouse, there's going to be a subdivision pool, probably a basketball court, some really badass fire pits. We're walking along here, lot number 3, which is being built as we speak. This will be the 3rd house on the street. There are 12 total lots. 9 of these lots are waterfront. 3 of them would be considered second tier. And where I am now walking and standing is lot number 4, and just beyond this is lot number 5, which are just about ready to go on the market to build the quality of the house that you just saw, with this view into this deep water cove just off roughly the 1-mile marker of the Big Niangua. This is an incredible spot to be at the Lake of the Ozarks for you to build your absolute dream home. So I think there's only one thing left to do. Shoot me a DM, let me get you connected to the agents, the builder, and I want to see you build your dream home right here. As we wrap up this home tour with some of my less than average drone piloting skills, I want to say thank you to Matt Ansel with Ansel Construction and the Gibson and Grind team for allowing me to be me on this voiceover and not be some stuffy real estate video like you hear every single day. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, well, subscribe anyway. Go subscribe already.